Hey, what's up guys, it's HODLER here, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about how you can build a crypto portfolio with only 1000 euros in order to go 25x by the next Bitcoin halving. I'm going to present you 8 coins, crypto coins, that I have and plan to have. I have 6 of these and 2 are in my immediate portfolio purchases. I'll start with what I already own and made me a profit, more than 3x so far. You know, before everything, I have to explain what altcoin is, because not everybody knows. And basically the cryptocurrency is composed with Bitcoin, Ethereum and any other crypto coins. There are more than 6,500 coins now. And everything besides Bitcoin, traditionally speaking, is considered an altcoin, so sometimes even Ethereum. But now some experts say that Ethereum creates its own market now, especially with the ERC, Ethereum related coins 20. Yeah, so it depends on you what you choose. Even if I usually say Bitcoin, Ethereum and alts, I'm going to include Ethereum here into alts, in order to make everything simpler for you. So first altcoin that you should own is Ethereum. Ethereum is a smart contract, and what that means is that you don't need a letter of credit anymore, you don't need the issuing and the confirming bank for international business deals. So you are going to put your conditions, your terms into the contract on the blockchain, and the other party has certain contractual obligations, and only when those obligations are fulfilled, then the payment that you have already put on the blockchain is going to be released to the other party. So if you are the buyer and you send to Ethereum for buying digital art, for instance, you're going to pay. Actually, the seller is going to receive the payment only when you receive the digital art. So it creates a status quo, more or less. Even if the gas fee, so this is the commission and how it's called in blockchain, is quite high right now. It's the highest fee out there in the crypto market. It's worth it. It's worth it. People pay even 3 times more commission fees for Ethereum transactions than in Bitcoin transaction for Bitcoin transaction. Typically between 2 companies, so let's say you have a Germany-based company and it conducts trade with a Chinese company for the sale of goods. You're going to have to use banks. So the buyer will use a bank who's going to charge him or her for 3%, usually more or less to 5%, it depends on the bank, on the entire amount. And the other bank, the bank of the seller, is going to apply also more or less the same commission. So you see, you lose some money in between, and you don't make sure that everything is going to be 100% fulfilled, because the bank is not an expert in terms of checking whether you got what you ordered, you know. But with Ethereum and other smart contracts, you don't have to worry anymore. You don't get what you paid for, then the money will not be released, and the seller will have to repair that in time, otherwise the contract expires. And the downside to this for both parties is that you're going to pay again the gas fees, which are nonetheless lower than the traditional commission for the bank. This way, international business partners, they are going to get a secure way of transactions and rapidity, of course. And what's the most important element here is that the transaction is reliable. You order and you get what you ordered. You get the payment no matter what by the specific time mentioned in the contract. The biggest downside to this part is that there is no regulation out there, so parliaments have to decide on some terms in their civil codes. So we are going to see some improvement regarding this during this decade. I think that the first countries that will adopt such laws will be usually those that are into a developing conditions. So maybe Nigeria, India, what else? Eastern European countries, especially Lithuania, Latvia, Romania should do that as well. Bulgaria should do it, and I think that they actually were planning, of course. Russia, I'm not sure about that. I'm totally not sure about how things are in Russia in terms of laws. But anyway, we are going to continue with the second coin that you should. The second one is Cardano. So ADA, this is the cryptocurrency that's used by the protocol. This is the native crypto coin of the Cardano protocol, which tries to build a secure and scalable application for transactions conducted on the platform. The things that I like about Cardano are that it has a great team of experts behind it. One of the co-founders of Ethereum is actually the creator of Cardano, so that says something, it should at least. The second thing that I like about Cardano is that it's based on academic papers only. So this is empirical research here, and it strives to solve real-life issues, which most of the cryptocurrencies don't focus on because they try to innovate. Cardano does the opposite. The team just wants, through this protocol, platform and cryptocurrency, to fulfill the current needs of society, and which leads to the next point, which Cardano tries to fill the gaps left by other cryptocurrencies, which is great, honestly. And another relevant aspect why Cardano represents a good investment is that Japanese have it. So Japan, which is considered to be one of the top 5 most tech-savvy countries, own Cardano in big reserves. So you should consider it. Maybe do your own research. The third one is VeChain with its native currency VET. This one has seen huge growth this year during this bull run. I bought it for the first time at the price of $0.002. So imagine what happened now when it's valued at today, 12 April 2021, at 14 or 13, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was 14 last time I checked, 14 cents, and I bought it at a fifth of a cent. So that's what I call gain in altcoins. And since we talk about gain, let's remember that there is something called the subscribe button that you should smash right now in order to follow me, get such amazing news about cryptocurrencies and the stock market. If you find something valuable for you, of course I don't force you, but it would help the algorithm and me so much. I would tremendously appreciate that from you. And of course, smash the like button, because also it helps the algorithm. It takes only 1 second, so maybe you can consider that by the end of this video. Okay, let's move. Let's have some smoothie here. So, my god, something that you don't know about is that I'm a smoothie lover. So, but this one is made only out of broccoli and kiwi and some nuts. It's not sweet at all. It's the first time when I drink this thing, because I was out of bananas, oranges, pears, apples, anything that had some sugar, natural sugar in it. And now it tastes more like cauliflower or something like that. It's so weird. I like it, but it's just so not a smoothie. Fortunately, at least it's healthy, I guess. So here we go. We are discussing about VeChain. So basically, this is a supply management, the cryptocurrency. which had to benefit from the incident with the Suez Canal, when every minute people were losing around 6.7, if I remember well, or 6.9 million dollars per minute. So almost $400 million per minute, because that canal was stuck. Now you might wonder yourself, I say that VeChain is helpful for international business transactions. That's because international trade is a complex system, it's a pyramid, and there are various transactions that have to be conducted between suppliers, sellers, buyers, distributors, final buyers, consumers, etc. Well, VeChain comes with a fast solution because it's scalable, and through a ledger on blockchain, which is distributed in nature, helps to streamline these processes, so creates a faster chain of transaction. Thus, information flows easily between parties for complex structures such as this one. So be careful, watch it, because this one, if it gets well integrated within the business structure, the international one, especially for trade, maritime trade, it's going to blow up, honestly. So watch it. People were saying back in the day, so before 2019, that this could potentially reach 2025 only by the other way, sorry, could reach $0.1, so 10 cents, only by 2025. And here we are, it's 2021, and it's over that with 50% almost. So just watch it, because I'm a bull on this cryptocurrency. I loaded myself with it, and I think it's going well. So let's make a calculus. If you want to become a crypto millionaire through VeChain, then you are going to invest $25,000 today for a cryptocurrency of it that's valued at 14 cents today. And if you hold it long enough, so maybe I expect the next bull run that would be in 2025. Well, during those days it should easily reach $6. I mean, not easily, but eventually at the end of the bull run, VeChain should reach $5-6, which would be valued at more than $1 million. Of course, take out the inflation by then, and you are going to end up anyway with more than $950,000 anyway, so in today's money. So no worries. Just do your research, because I'm a bull, but I'm not going to put that much money in VeChain. It requires just mass adoption, which is not insured. As I said, there are thousands of projects that aim to get into the international business field. So what does it make you think that another project will take the lead? Anyway, till then, VeChain is still the way to go for this bull run. But a practical advice would be to not get excited right now, because it's quite late, honestly. There's no guarantee that it will go over 50 cents. So I expect to go around 45-50 cents, and if it reaches 50 cents, of course, it's not that hard to go to 70-80 cents, of course. And if it reaches that point, of course, it goes to $1 and a bit, and then that's way too much for just a bull run, and it will plunge, obviously, with around maybe 60%. So don't put all your eggs in VeChain. As always, be rational when you take investment decisions, and try to diversify your risk. not your investments, but your risk. For investing into anything, but especially in cryptocurrencies, you should understand risk management. So you invest only the money that you are able to lose. I mean, I invest every euro that I afford to lose, not those money that I cannot afford. I mean, that's it. And of course, don't do a credit. I met people that did that, and even if they had gains, it wasn't guaranteed. Of course, there are people that recommend that, but why? It's because borrowed money is not free money. You pay interest on it. Everybody is interested into interest, and they have, most of them at least, some sort of connections with lender. So people just usually want your best interest, let's say. Fourth on my list is Chainlink. So the currency is called Link. This is the most widely used cryptocurrency live applications throughout various blockchain protocols, and it's really well backed by large amounts of USD. Chainlink is essentially a decentralized Oracle network. An Oracle network is not that thing that connects divinity with profane people. So we are not talking about the Delphi Oracle here. Briefly, blockchain oracles, third-party providers that provide smart contracts with external information. What they do, it means that they are the bridge between the blockchain and the outside world, the reality. The fifth, which I'm also a big bull on, is 1inch. And why? Because this is a DEX aggregator, and this cryptocurrency helps you to find the best way, and which ensures the lowest costs, the lowest commissions, in order to transfer a currency into another currency, or a cryptocurrency into another cryptocurrency, to be exact. So if you want to change one Bitcoin into, let's say, one Polkadot, you are going to use this 1inch, and you're going to get the best path. So maybe it goes through 100 transactions, but you're going to get the best price, the best commission, in order to get the most of it. There is still a downside, which is the fact that the more transactions are there, the higher the energy cost is. So we talk about the scalability. It is scalable, but there is still room to grow in that sector. Nonetheless, I'm watching this coin since it was $1 and today is 5.5, so hooray. So all of these 6 cryptocurrencies I already own. So I have Ethereum, I have Cardano, I have, I don't know, I said Polkadot? I miss Polkadot, sorry. So also Polkadot, which is a big competitor for Ethereum. So I advise you to research this one on. So here we go again. I own Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Link, 1inch, and VeChain. And the last 2 cryptocurrencies that you should consider are HODLER and Theta. Theta is for NFTs, and this is very intriguing because you watch Netflix, you watch so many streaming lines, HBO Go, Disney Plus, anyway. We live in this crossroad where the TV moves online, and there's nothing more unpleasant than getting a low quality content image or interruptions, right? Imagine being on your couch with your family in a Sunday night, and the Netflix goes on and off, like in the 70s with the TV signal. Well, this should not happen because of Theta. I won't go into deeper explanations here, but it's because usually how it works right now, Netflix is like there is this server here which directs the signal towards the viewers. So there is one thing with more forks. Now what that tries to do is to make these subgroups lower servers in the structure, so they decentralize the process essentially, and you're going to be sure that you can watch your Netflix quietly and with high quality. Yeah. Finally, we are going to talk about something more technical here, and that's why I left it to be the last, namely HODLER. HODLER is the only public ledger that uses hash graph consensus. Wow, rocket science, right? Don't worry, I don't understand that very well as well. So I'm going to try explaining it into a nutshell. Basically, this type of new technology is better than blockchain, but not to blockchain consensus mechanisms, because it's faster and more secure, this hash graph consensus. Therefore, hash graphs try work more efficiently to verify transactions while ensuring at the same the highest standard of security to simply prevent malicious attacks by hackers, which should not be the case anyway, because blockchain is decentralized and you need the key from every single user, because there is a ledger and you can see what happens. The problem nowadays is that there is no enforcement. There aren't resources out there, there is no crypto police in the world, so yeah, some countries don't even have a cybersecurity proper team. So yeah, we are still very early in the days of technology. I'm the generation that went, I'm a zillennial by the way, which is a hybrid between millennials and Gen Z. And we are the generation that we're just in the middle of the transition from analog to digital. So I can tell that I'm young and my age does not reflect sage experience, so neither does this technology that we use today. I mean, even this type of connection through YouTube is so young. Soon enough we are going to have lenses and we are going to live in VR, especially now with Neuralink and NFTs. Yeah, so don't forget about NFTs. There are so many out there. For instance, Decentraland, that's a bonus from me. Decentraland is interesting, but I don't know whether they will survive. But if you believe in it, it's worth trying to allocate at least 5% of your crypto portfolio. So let me tell you how I'm going to create a portfolio of 1,000 euro with these cryptocurrencies for you. But this is not financial advice, it's what I would do right now if I wouldn't have been already involved into the cryptocurrencies. But I am, so I don't have to apply this because I have many other cryptocurrencies that I know and they perform well. They really perform well. I've started, I don't know, with 3,000 and now I went high. I didn't take out, I didn't cash out anything, but I started with 3,000 euros, a bit more, but I don't remember, 3,000 and a few hundreds. Yeah, so I think this is the first year when I actually cash out some profits, but let's see, maybe I set off those profits with some losses out there in order to lower my tax base and the taxes that I would do right now. So I'm just preparing. It's a tax season after all, right? So here you go. But before that, please know what I'm going to say. So just do it. Just click that subscribe button and smash the like button. Just that. Thanks. Let's see. how you could invest. So first of all, even if I did not include it here in this video, in this analysis, let's call it, Bitcoin should be part of your portfolio in order to set off potential losses, because the alts are risky. So you have to bear that in mind very well. You have to own that risk. So try to develop a risk management through proper analysis. Anyway, so first of all, Bitcoin, at least 30%, because no matter what, this is scarce. It has all the four properties of being a great investment. It's even scarcer than gold. Yeah, so you cannot inflate Bitcoin, which nowadays makes it a great store of value. Next, Ethereum, 20%. So you have 30% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, which is already half, right? But Ethereum is like the Gemini founders, the Winklevoss twins, who were actually the masterminds behind Zuckerberg's Facebook. Yeah, said that a blockchain is blockchain led by Bitcoin is like the internet. Well, Ethereum is like Amazon. So just consider that. Imagine how would your stock portfolio look like if you would have bought a share in Amazon back in the 2000s. So just imagine that. Maybe 10. Just think about it. It's just $2,100 today after a surge last night of 100 a few dollars, 150 maximum. Yeah. So Ethereum is something that I truly believe in, because it's a good alternative to the letter of credit, which is essential in the business world. Next on the list, VeChain, 5%. It has a high risk, but it has a high reward as well. Polkadot is lower in risk, but it's quite new. It has only 5-6 months now. April, yeah, 5, and I think there are 5 months, something like that. Yeah. So Polkadot has tremendous potential, honestly, for growth, especially in the smart contract field. So 10% Polkadot. Then Chainlink, 10%. This makes only sense since I explained it before, and it would be a great diversification towards your portfolio, because this Chainlink tries to innovate. Next, 1inch, 5%. I told you, everybody wants to pay lower commissions, and 1inch is actually what it does. So just look into it. Then Hedera, 5%. It has unicity, it has everything on the table. It tries to innovate the blockchain through the hash graph consensus, but it's risky. We don't know anything else about it right now. There's no mass adoption, and the news don't talk about it so much, in my opinion at least. Yeah, so I don't see a higher potential. I see only high risk, high reward now. And Theta, 5%. This is the last one on my list. I mean, this is the leader in the NFT sector. NFTs are in a bubble now, especially since that $69 million piece of art, state-of-the-art photo from Beeple was bought, which is going to value maybe less than 1 million by next year. I mean, that's just like tulip mania back in the old centuries. Yeah, so don't do that. But NFTs are great, for instance, for solving the issue of identity theft. We need to ensure our unicity in the world in order to make sure that we are the rarest version of ourselves. So if we would use that for public administration, for instance, we would not encounter many frauds anymore. Especially if we talk about this, we could make money laundering disappear. So Theta is another way to go, as I like to say. Diversify these cryptocurrencies this way, and I think that you are going to be really stable in this crypto field for 2021 at least. So actually 2021 by what's next, May, June, July. By mid-July you're going to be fine with this portfolio. Then you have to make a new analysis. So yeah, it's up to you. Do your own research, don't trust a guy on YouTube. And be sure that you understand what you invest in. Read the white papers, conduct some fundamental analysis to understand the fundamentals of each cryptocurrencies that I have just mentioned. And if you know how to do, or you want to get into that, I recommend the basics of technical analysis. I mean, you don't need to be an expert, but you need to understand how these things work, because what's the most important element of technical analysis besides the graphs and the charts, the chart patterns, I think that's called market psychology. There is such a low competition in this field, especially when we talk about day trading and swing trading, that people get tricked, and even experts get tricked by some mass manipulators out there. Financial institutions, for instance, look just for daily at maximum, so they look on weeks, on week charts, on monthly chart. They don't care about the lower time frames. So guys, this is just what I would do if I would just start right now. And as I said, this is not financial advice. Take care of your investments and do invest just in what you really understand and you can control your money, and do your risk management. Through proper diversification and large portions into the right cryptocurrencies, you can become in less than 1 year a crypto millionaire. So just by buying and holding. So take care. I'm going to focus more on this, but I think that my real time will be during the next halving, honestly. I mean, I lost the track. I should have been properly engaged since summer 2020, but I got the time for it only in late November or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, I'm well with my investments, so I don't complain. It could have been better, it could have been worse. I mean, it's not bad at all for me, but it could have been way better if I would have took some investments earlier, so cash them out and reinvest the profits into some other types of cryptocurrencies. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and smash the like button. Till the next time.